Tēnā rako. Mm. Mm. Ai, ore o sport me timata tātou i te karakia paku, tēnei ata, nā reira me karakia tātou. Tūtau mai i runga, tūtau mai i raro, tūtau mai i waho, tūtau mai i roto, ki tau ai te mauri tū, te mauri ora, haume e hui e, tāi ki e. Okay, so our first move is a T-spine circle. So hands on your head, and we're just going to twist our body around to one side. So we're just going to do a circle around to one way. And if that's a bit too hard, to make it a little bit easier, you can just cross your arms at your shoulders. And then you're just trying to do a bit of a circle with your body, getting that spine movement to happen. On the sides there. Around, and then back up, and then yeah. Just do a big circle with your body, and we'll get to 20 seconds, and then we'll change and go back the opposite direction. Papai. So that's our first exercise. We'll get started. Tori, dua, tahi. So choose your first direction, and then twist it around. And trying to twist through the top of the spine as much as possible, not through the hips. So it's just circling the top of the body. We'll change to go the opposite direction for the last 20 seconds. Right. Tahi. Right. This next one is on the ground with our knees down. We're just going to take one arm to the ground with our shoulder, and then come back up, and then change to the opposite side. Right. So, toru, rua, tahi, simulta. Bring that shoulder down, nice and controlled. To the different sides. Yep, and just try and pull your body to one side, so it actually goes across your body. Try and extend your arm out fully. Rima, fa, toru, rua, tahi, kata. Okay, so this next one, we're just sort of sitting back on our heels. Morena Gimari. And we're going to take one arm to our ear. We're going to raise our body up, raise our elbow up as high as we can. Then we come back down. We're going to pass our elbow under our body, and then come back up. We'll do 20 seconds on each side. So just sitting back into our heels a bit. Arm up. Twist that elbow up to the sky, and then come back down and through under the arm. Five seconds, and then we'll change sides. Change to the opposite side. Last 20 seconds. So, more than a huds. We're just warming up. Toru, rua, tahi, whakata. Okay, this next one is 90-90, so you can start here and cross your legs over. Or for the more advanced, you can come into a bridge, that front leg in front on a 90 degree, and bring your body down, and then you change over to the other side. So this is slightly more advanced, so you want to stay here, and just stay here. But if you want the slightly more advanced, one leg in front, one leg behind, and bring your body over. Okay. So 90-90. Ima, wha, toru, ua, tahi, timata. Okay. Just bringing those legs across, getting a bit of a stretch through the outside of the leg. Orena matuatu. Or we go into a bit of a pigeon with our front leg forward and swivel. Te kauhi kona te toi. Toru, ua, tahi, whakatā. Okay. This next one is we're going to rock back onto our, sit back onto our ankles. We're going to come forward and then sit back onto our ankles and then just come forward and then we're just changing between sitting on our ankles, rock forward onto our hands, bring our toes under, and then just push back. Papai. So we're just going to sit on the ankles, rock forward onto the hands, bring our toes under, push back onto our heels, and then put our feet back under again. Sit on it. Papai. So we'll do that for 40 seconds. Toru, rua, tahi. Sit back, rock forward, toes under, push the hips back, knees down, flat feet, sit back onto your foot, rock forward, toes under, rock back, and then we just repeat. Sit back on your ankles, toes under, rock back, feet flat, sit on the ankles. Bye-bye, squad. Toru, rua, tahi. Okay. Now we're just going to go into a deep squat, using our hands to assist us. So, toru, rua, tahi. A nice deep squat. Just put the hands down in front of you. And if you want to just rock around slightly, just really open up the hips. Rima, pa, toru, rua, tahi, whakatā. Okay, so our next one is a curl into a squat. So we're going to be upright. We're going to curl our body over and then come down into a deep squat and then push our hips up and uncurl, and we'll start again. Curl from the top, bring our head down to a deep squat, and then push our hips back up and uncurl again. Kapai. So feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart, so you can got room to go into a deep squat at the bottom. Toru, rua, tahi. Curl from the top down, and we get the bottom, drop down into a deep squat. From there, push our hips up, and then uncurl the body, back up again. curl it down into a deep squat. Hips first, then uncurl the body. And one more, curl it down into a deep squat. Uncurl the body. Rima, wha, toru, rua, tahi, whakata. So that's our warm up. So if you need, just grab a quick water, then we'll move on to our main mobility. Nice good. So those are just some warm up exercises that we can use to help warm up all the different joints in the body. And we're going to start this next one with one we haven't done before, which is a bit of a wrist push up. So we're going to have the backs of our hands down on the floor, on our knees, and how you control how much impact there is on the wrist is how much weight you let go from your body. So this is just to get the wrists nice and strong, and all you do is just lower your body and then push back up with your wrists and try and get a nice bend and stretch through the bottom of the forearm into the wrist. Papai. I'm just going to do it for 40 seconds, and we've got 3 moves, and then we'll do them twice, and then we'll have another water break. Right. So, kia rite squat. Toru, rua, tahi, timata. Wrist push-ups. So use your knees and keep your hands close to your body so that you can control how much weight you put on your wrists. But especially when you reach the top, you should feel a nice stretch through the wrist and the forearms. And if you're not getting enough, then simply take your knees away from your hands a little bit further. And that will allow you to put more weight onto your wrists. Rima, wha, toru, rua, tahi, whakata. Okay. So this next one is into a shoulder extension. So we're going to be sitting on the floor. Take our hands to our feet. We come back, put our hands just behind our buttocks. Bring our knees, and we're going to push our hips up to the air. Then come back down. Straighten the legs, hands to the feet, arms under, bend the knees, and then push our hips to the air. Right. Rua, tahi, timata. So reach the toes, point, bring the knees up, then push our hips up, come back down. Repeat the process. Toru, rua, tahi, whakata. Okay. And this next one, we're going to take one foot out in front of the other, and then we're going to push our hips up, and then come back down, swap the legs over, and then push your hips up. So you should try to aim to get a little bit of a stretch in the leg that's closest to your body, and then push up through the shoulders and the hips. Change legs and repeat. Papai. Ore, rua, tahi. One leg out, one leg close. Push the hips up, down, swap the legs over, and push the hips up. Te kahi kona. Ore, rua, tahi. Whakatā. Now we're going back to our wrist push-ups. We're going to do those three exercises again. Now, toru, rua, tahi, simata. So remember, control the weight that you put on your wrists. If you lean your body forward over the top of your wrist, you're going to add more weight. So just control where your body is. Make sure you get a nice stretch through the wrist and the forearm. So that when you come up, you get a nice extension of the arms. Toru, rua, tahi. Go back to our seated position and then up and push the hips up. Toru, rua, tahi. Reach, hands behind. Push the hips up. Reach, hands behind. Toru, rua, tahi, kata. And then back to our quad stretch. So one leg forward, one leg back. And then we push our hips up. And we change sides. Right, timata. Change legs, one opposite leg out. And push your hips up. Toru, rua, tahi. Anyway, we sort of got a nice stretch through the shoulder area on those ones and about through the hips. So you had a bit of water. We'll move into our next three exercises. We're going to do 2 rounds of those again. And we're going to start with one is cat cow wave. So we're going to sink back onto our feet, so our heels with our hands. And then we're going to arch our back up, come forward, and then drop our back down as we sink back in again. So arch it up while we come forward, and then curve the back as we come back. Papai, toru, rua, tahi, Timata. Move forward. Arch the back up. And curve the back down as we go back. Really try to pull your belly button up as high as you can and push it down as low as you can on the way back. Toru, rua, tahi, whakatā. This one is on your knees, one foot out to the side. And we're simply going to take the arm on the same side as our leg that's extended. And we're going to rotate our body up with our arm looking up. We're going to do that for 20 seconds and then we'll swap to the opposite sides. Papai. Toru, rua, tahi, simata. Get one leg out. And arm rotation. Twist that body up. Look up to the sky and then come back down. Toru, rua, tahi, change sides. The other leg up. Opposite arm rotating up. Toru, rua, tahi. This next one is just up. You're just going to squat from side to side. Change sides. Come across and lower. Get a nice stretch through the inside of the thighs. Right, toru, rua, tahi, simata. Toru, rua, tahi, whakatā. We're going to go back to our first one with the sitting on your heels, up and down as we come back. Toru, rua, tahi, simata. Arch the back up, come forward, curve the back down, and push back into our heels. Papai squat. Toru, rua, tahi, whakatā. We're going to come onto one knee, one leg out to the side. We're going to do our rotations. Toru, rua, tahi, simata. 20 seconds on one side, and then we'll change over. Toru, rua, tahi, change sides. Toru, rua, tahi, up onto our feet. Side to side stretch. Toru, rua, tahi, tingota. Te kauhi kona. Toru, rua, tahi, anyway. Stretching. So this next three all got an aspect of the gorilla in them. So we're going to start down on in a deep squat. And then we're going to come and open our chest up. We're going to come back to the front and walk forward into like a static bear. And then we'll come back, push back into our deep squat, open our chest up, and then repeat. Come forward a step into a static bear, so front and side. Go down, open our chest up, come forward a step into a static bear. Drop our knees down to the floor, come back a step, deep squat, and open up. Right. Got 40 seconds of that coming up. And hold it, do a pahi. So start, open up the chest, come forward, step, drop down low, and push back. So deep squat, open our chest, forward into our static bear, push back, open our chest, forward into our static bear, push back, open our chest, tori, pahi. Okay, so this one we're going to start now in our deep squat area, and we're going to come through. So in front, we're going to come through one hand across our body. We're going to twist over and push our hips up and come back the same way, back into a deep squat. And then we'll take the opposite arm across and twist, push our hips up, go back the same way, deep squat, and we'll cross our arm, papai. So 40 seconds of that, a gorilla to a crab. So, tori, rua, tai. So take one arm across the body, twist under into a crab, push our hips up, and then go back the same way, the deep squat. And then we take the opposite arm across, twist under, push our hips up, go back the same way. Then opposite arm. Right. Look at that. And this time we're going to do the same move. So we're going to reach at the top. We'll take one arm across, twist under. This time we'll reach up with one hand, and then come back to the start. Take the opposite hand across, around, push the hips up, and reach up, and back under, the hand across, twist under, and reach up, across, twist, and reach up. And rest there. So those are our three moves for this round, so we're going to do them one more time. So nice. So lots of work around the quads and the hips and the shoulders in this one. So back to our first one where we start with the chest opening and then forward into our static bear. Papai. Round two. Body. Right. Belly. The deep squat. Open our chest. Forward into a static bear. And back. Open our chest. Quads are getting burny. Body. Right. Belly. The next one is going into crab. To the opposite, reach across, twist, push your hips into the air. So arm across, twist through, both hands down, push your hips up, and then come back the same way. Opposite arm across, twist under, hips up, and back the same way. Papai squat. Go hiko nai toina. Paira, toru, dua, tari. And for our last one, so move, reach across, twist under, reach up. Timata. So arm across the body, twist under, then reach up as we push the hips through, then come back. Arm across the body, twist under, reach up, and come back the same way. Toru, dua, tahi, whakataha. Grab a quick water. Papai squat. So up next, we've got 3 1-minute sets. And this is just explore. So this is trying to take any of the moves that we've done this morning and just work through them in a minute. So try and pick three of the moves that we've done, and then just do them, change them up as you're going through. We'll work for 1 minute, and then we're going to change straight into the second minute. We'll try and pick some different moves, do those for the second minute, and then the third minute do some different moves again. So got 3 minutes of continuous work, just trying to use any of the ones that we've done so far this morning. So choose the ones that you don't like, the ones that you do like. And yeah, it might be a bit hard to follow because it'll be random. So if you've got some moves that you want to do, but we've got those ones we just did, they're pretty intense on the quads. We've got the wrist press ups, we've got the shoulder rolls, we've got sit on the feet and then rock forward, got the arch in the back ones. So this is a bit of a explore up to kai a koutou. 3 minutes of continuous work, and I'll tell you each minute to try and change to some different ones. Papai? So we'll get going in five, four, toru, rua, tahi, timata. Choose a move. Maybe do it twice and then change to something else. Twenty seconds left in this first minute. Toru, rua, tahi. We have to choose some different moves. Papai, and change it up for the second minute. Toru, rua, tahi. 1 minute. Choose some different moves again. Toru, rua, tahi. Right. Grab a water. That's our 3 minutes of work. And we're just going to finish with a couple of massage stretches for today. It's the first time I've tried that. Then you sort of just try and find some exercise and then blend into the next one. Right. So this first one is to lay your arm down in front of you and put your other arm in front with the opposite knee. Just come in and put your knee on your forearm and sort of rub it around a bit. I don't know if you can see that all right. Yeah, so one arm forward.
Kapatera, pakete.
Kapaira.
Ai,
So come through underneath, put the opposite knee on there, and just roll it around on your forearm. Give it a bit of a massage for 30 seconds and then we'll change to the other arm. Kapai. Toru, rua, tahi. First done. Nice good rub. Toru, rua, tahi. Then we'll change to the opposite side. Toru, rua, tahi. Oh, this one's a bit mai. Toru, rua, tahi. Whakatā. And then this next one we're going to lay on our stomach. Bring your body up slightly. And then grab one ankle and just stretch through the quad. Right. So, toru, rua, tahi. Tīmata. We'll do 30 seconds on one leg. And we'll change over to the opposite side. Should get a good stretch through the quad. Toru, rua, tahi. Change sides. Toru, rua, tahi. Tīmata. Do the opposite leg. Te kauhi kona. Toru, rua, tahi. Whakatā. And last one is just on our back. Feet up. We're just going to do circles with our knees, holding our feet up. Just make circles with our knees. And just get and then open them up a bit further. Ka pai, so 30 seconds of circles with our knees to finish. Toru, rua, tahi. Wamatu. Papai squat. Nā mihi. Oh.
Morena, brother. Thank you. Anybody else got a sore ass in here?
What? Yep. So cool.
Good day. She made us do 400 ass reps yesterday.
Right.
But no, it was good.
Yep. They needed a good.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while for those glutes.
Yeah.
My God, morena kia koe. When you said the 3 minutes to work on something, I was like, I need to work on my ass, but I couldn't think of what to do, so I just was like, oh yeah, nah, they're too busy being tired. But that was a good class. Those are cool moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about that gorilla, the crab thing, whatever the fuck that was, though. I was like, oh, nah, fuck this. I was like, I gave it a go. I've had enough. Marina rings.
Yeah, those are good ones, eh?
I was like, whoa, what the hell is this shit?
Yeah, I was getting a bit confused with my hand placements. And I was like, bro, what are you up to? Why are you so disorientated? Amen.
Straight up, I
Tony.
almost never got up. I snoozed my alarm 3 times and I was like, oh, I'm tired. I was like, fucking get up now. I was like, oh.
Yep, same convo. I had the
Yeah.
same convo.
Oh, my bed almost won.
We made it, bro. We made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad you made it.
Yeah.
I'll be at an airport next Wednesday, flying to Wellington for mahi, so I'll miss next Wednesday. And that's what I was telling myself. I was like, you're already going to miss next week's class, so you better get your ass up.
The one. That's the one. Oh, the argues, you have with yourself in your mind.
And then it's like, I shouldn't have went to bed late, eh? No, shouldn't have.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, that was
We'll have a replay for you next Wednesday anyway.
Oh, yeah, cool. Well, the crack up thing is, as I remember, I was like, that's right, we only have to go to 2 classes, technically.
No, you come to all of them.
Yeah. You come Monday too. Come Monday. Monday, good.
Oh, no, thanks. Honestly, when we did that leg out stretch, I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, I really struggled to reach my toes.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm good at getting down to my toes, but I couldn't get there this morning. Yeah, that was hard. I should have explored that move. Fuck, I forgot that. Yeah.
I thought, fuck you, Takapai.
Are you alive?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have an awesome day. Thank you, Dave.
Oh,
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Have a good day, whānau. Ka kite.